DNASTAR software now supports the assembly and analysis of ion torrent mate pair data. The use of mate pair data helps scaffold contigs more quickly and easily than a laborious manual scaffolding process. We will take a multi-step approach with this data by first assembling the ion torrent fragment data, next exporting the contigs, and finally aligning the ion torrent mate pair data. First, we will want to perform a de novo assembly of our ion torrent fragment data. For this example, I'll be doing the assembly and analysis of E. coli K12 MG1655. I'll start a new project in our SeqMan Engine application, which is our application for next-gen assembly. I'll select Genome Assembly as our project type, and then select De Novo Assembly as my assembly type. Next, we'll name our project, and we'll designate our save location. I'll now select ion torrent as my sequencing technology and upload my fragment data. I'll keep the default parameters for my read options here, but on the next screen I'll want to make sure to type in my expected genome length. Additionally, I have the option to remove some small contigs from the assembly if desired. So here I've chosen to remove small contigs under minimum sequences of 25 and minimum length of 500. Finally, we can click Assemble to begin our assembly. After our initial de novo assembly is complete, we can view the assembly in our SeqMan Pro application. First, we can examine the assembly report to view our contig N50 score and the number of contigs to reach genome length to assess our de novo assembly. We can also assess each of our contigs in the alignment view as well as the strategy view. While looking at these contigs, we can perform both micro-edits, like manually editing a small insertion or deletion, as well as macro-edits, like choosing to delete an area of low coverage or deciding to split at an insertion. At this point, we really want to make sure to edit and clean up our assembly as much as possible. Once we're happy with our initial de novo assembly of the ion torrent fragment data, we'll want to go ahead and export our contigs by selecting them all and then selecting config, save consensus as a single file. Now we'll go back to SeqMan Engine to align our mate pair data. We'll start a new assembly project and again select Genome Assembly. But this time we'll select a templated assembly for normal workflows. Here we'll name our files and specify our save location. And now we'll import the consensus sequence file we just exported from SeqMan Pro as our template file for this assembly. Again, I'll select ion torrent as our sequencing technology, and now I'll go ahead and load in our ion torrent mate pair data. I'll go ahead and set our 10 kb pair distance, and now we'll have to add in our custom linker. This custom linker can be copied and pasted from our ion torrent mate pair tutorial. The last step we'll adjust in setting up this assembly is to go to the Advanced Assembly Options window, and we'll want to change our assembly output file to a SeqMan document or a .sqd file. This will allow us to edit the final output of this assembly. Finally, we can click Assemble to begin. We can again look at this assembly in SeqMan Pro in order to scaffold our contigs. Now I'm examining the strategy view in order to take a better look at the depth of coverage and pair consistency throughout the contig. We will want to make sure that all of our contig editing is complete before we scaffold these contigs. Once we are ready to scaffold, I'll go ahead and select all of the contigs, and then select Project, Order Contigs. Finally, we can look at our completed project. One last step is to unlock our scaffolds, and then we'll select Config, Align Contigs and Scaffold End to End. We can look at our scaffolds and see that now all of the contigs we had at the beginning of the project are now placed in just a few large scaffolds. The next steps to completing this genome can be taken in other DNASTAR applications, such as designing primers in SeqBuilder. For more tips on closing the genome, please see our video library or our webinars archive. At the end of the day, DNASTAR offers a full suite of software and support to not only assemble, scaffold, and analyze ion torrent mate pair data, but also to provide downstream options to close genomes. To learn more about DNASTAR's ion torrent support, please visit our website at www.dnastar.com or contact us at support@dnastar.com.